Prince Tuffy, what are you doing?
Key, you can't drink your water. You cannot drink your water because Princess just licked this part of the water. You can't drink it.
Give me it.
You can't drink it. No, you can't because Princess just licked it.
You trying to get it out of
Way. Ah.
Stop letting her lick it then. Move it away from her. Move it away from her.
Somebody go in my room and get my purse, please.
Why?
I didn't ask you. Go get my purse, Kimoshe. It ain't a matter of why. I just said somebody just go in my room and get my purse. Hey, Leia, Ava, go get my glasses.
Where are they?
On the thing.
In your room?
Hey, Ty, you gotta send me some more music because I let your niece listen to your song, your freestyle song, and I had them guess. I said, you gotta let me know. Welcome in, everybody. Who come yet? No, your brother didn't get here. Hey, how are you? Blessings to you too. Yeah, because I let them play I played your song going, hey, Greatness, I gotta let you listen to my son. I played your one freestyle song, and that was like Uncle Ty just cut it off short, but I had them guess. I said, tell me who this is. And they was like, that's Uncle Ty. You should have seen Ava and Lay. Hey, Naya, where you been at, Miss Lady? Hey, Dan. I know. Did you finish it? You didn't finish it though. So I let them listen to. I know. That's what they said. They cut it off short, so I had to keep playing it. I can't like I'm hearing. I can see y'all comments, but some of them is coming in like I need my glasses, y'all. I'm waiting for my granddaughter to bring me my glasses. Thank you for liking the live. You mean your body or something else? Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Dr. Dan. Bring me my glasses, Key Morshay, because I don't know what Ava doing.
I'm looking in her book bag.
Why is she looking in the book bag for my glasses? My glasses should be right there on the couch. See, people be wanting to play me games. I don't be having enough of people in here to play. I don't want to play games, and I'm gonna knock you off. No, I don't want to play.
Ava!
The door's not locked. Open it and pull it. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Don't ask me for 10 minutes, please.
Ava!
I keep declining it. Oh, okay. I get you. So how everybody doing? I'm just posting videos today, y'all. My grandson's probably hot. I got him in a basin in the sun. Same to you. You can't wait. Greatness, you still on here? Yes, ain't he chunky? My chunky grandson. Him chunky. his cheeks are very, very chunky. I'm trying to see if Greatness is in here. Still. Ow. ow, he be strong, man. There's some stuff. Hey, he's strong. He's strong. He's strong. Ow, he pulling on my ear. Say hi, man. Say hi. Ah, hey, George. Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I had the weirdest night, right? I don't mind saying anything that I'm about to say. Let me tell you how good God is. Can I said my glasses, my eyeglasses. Y'all getting everything but my glasses. They're on the couch. They're purple. No, I got 2 pair down there. Them is not the ones I want. They're purple. They're on the couch. Okay, let me tell y'all how good God is, right? Sometimes you just gotta laugh, but I'm not rejoicing in, oh goodness, I'm not rejoicing in nobody's downfall. And okay, it was about 11. Welcome in, everybody. It was about 11 o'clock or so. I got a phone call from my first husband, and he's going through something with this woman he with. And he said he needed somebody. He needed somebody to talk to, so he was calling me. He called me. He said, because I need somebody to keep me calm before I snap out, right? I'm not laughing, y'all, but I'm going to tell you. See, people got to understand when you do something wrong, and I already was told that people that done me wrong in my life is great to come back and apologize. And this is what's happening. Wait, yes. So he been with this. He was talking about how long we was married before we got a divorce. And then I said, you was with this woman for 8 years. So he was explaining what was happening, what's going on, right? So he's in a situation where the girl won't give him his stuff. She won't let him in the house. She won't do anything. So he's about to snap out. And he's not thinking before he react. So he was like, I just need somebody to calm me down, and I need somebody to talk to. He said, I just need you as a friend right now. I said, okay, I that's all I'm going to be anyway, as a friend. I said, it's cool. I'll talk to you as a friend. And I'll help you understand, some things is just not worth it. And I was just explaining to him, I said, for you to be with this woman for 8 years, something was there. I said, right now, y'all both of them under the influence. And she's responding in a way that but they're already all the way in South Carolina. So I said, I'll help you if you want me to get your things. But what I was explaining to him, I said, you're tired. I get it. But I said, she did some stuff to you from what you're telling me. He's like, you know what? I am so sorry for what I done to you. He said, I did not mean to do that. I said, yeah, because you're catching it. You're catching. It's not a reaction from what you done to me, because I forgave you a long time ago. But now you're looking at a regretting part of it. Look like it's reversing back on you and you catching it really, really bad. But the point that I'm making is he apologized. And he was like, I'm sorry for what I done. And it's like, I had the best thing. But yeah, and I started laughing and I had to catch myself. He's like, it ain't funny. I said, I'm not laughing at that. I was laughing at the fact of with everything you telling me, and you stayed with this woman for 8 years. And then now you getting fed up. And the thing I asked him, I said, well, let me ask you this. Are you still in love with her? Or you in love? He said, I'm not in love with her no more. He said, I don't even love her. I said, so what's more important, your peace or you to stay in the mess that you in? I said, you got to think about it. It ain't that serious, dude. It is not that serious. If you're tired and you're giving your all to this woman, and this woman has showed you who she truly was, and I said, it got to be something there. You stayed there for 8 years. I said, there's something there. I said right now, y'all both on the out. She didn't have her shots, and you didn't have your shots, and now y'all coming out each other's necks, and then next thing you know, y'all be fine once everybody sober down. I said, but you gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? I said some things. I said, is it worth it though? Is it worth you going to jail, or is it worth you doing something that you're going to sit there and regret? He was like, you know me. Yeah, I know you, and I know that you can over exaggerate too. I didn't say that part to him, but yeah, I know you. But the point is it worth it? Go find somebody else. I said, for you to be there, as long as you was there, there's something there. But like I tell y'all, I have zero tolerance. If you ain't making me happy, you add on to her, she added on to you. So now you want out, get out of it. I said, how bad do you want out? You're complaining now, then tomorrow you done sobered up. Y'all both done sobered up, and then y'all be kissing and making up until the next time y'all come at it again. I said, but if you're really serious and you're done, I said, leave your stuff there, dude. Leave it there and move on. It's not worth it. I said, is all that stuff replaceable? He said, yeah. Okay, well then bye. Tell her bye if you're really serious. Don't come crying to me. I'm gonna laugh at you. In the way it's saying, I told you. You know, I'm not even mad at you, but the fact that you coming and apologizing, I accept it. You know, but it's I look at you as a friend, and that's it. And I'll give you advice. I'll help you move on or so forth. But you gotta get out of this situation. If you know, if you're tired, move. Yeah, it's not people just stay in. This is my thing. It ain't worth staying in a relationship if you're not happy. It's not worth staying in a relationship if you don't have peace. See you bye. I had to tell my brother that, yo, get up. But sis, yo, dude, are you happy? Ain't no buts, if, ands in it. See you bye. Bye. I'm out. And whatever's in there, see you. I can't do this. I'd rather have happiness and then steady walking in hurt. Oh, you was just telling your sister that, yeah, it's people's like, but your butt is justifying the person's behavior for you to stay there and move on. If there's better out here. Do you want the better, or do you want to stay miserable? Even though you're gonna made up, y'all done sobered up, you done made up, and then meanwhile you just waiting for the next time for you to be in the argument or something. You be like, dang, I can't stand her, I can't stand him. But guess what? You still there. You're still there. I told him, go get your own. If you making as much money as you making, dude, go get your own. Go get your own. See, he think he coming back to Pittsburgh. He ain't getting with me. Dude, okay, well, all right. So what you telling me coming back to Pittsburgh for? If you gonna get far away from her, then get far away from her. See you. Leave. Told my brother the same thing. Get your own place. I'm not being miserable for nobody. If I just can't do it. It ain't that serious. Men come a dime a dozen, and so do women. I'm not staying thinking I can't get nobody else. What you stand for? If you want to stay, then quit complaining. Quit saying that you went out. Never mind, y'all. Thank you, Holy Spirit. My glasses was behind me all that time, and then all of a sudden I feel them touching me.
Seriously?
Yep, seriously.
Grandma, you had us come back inside.
Yeah, but then the Holy Spirit had them move on me. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh. They sense. Wait a minute.
I'm about to go back outside.
Some people don't. You know, you're right. Y'all both was right. Yeah, and that's like I said. You know, mine too, and that's what I told him. I said that's why I'm with my husband now. I said that's why I get up and left, because I refuse to be miserable for people. You say y'all people say the hardest things and expect you to keep going for it like we are nothing. If people keep settling for that, then you're telling yourself you don't know what you're really worth. And that goes for a man and a woman. Y'all don't know y'all worth. When you know your worth, you'll stop settling for less, and you will respect yourself. Ain't nobody gonna respect you. Don't nobody care about you. Some people that's out here for themselves. And he was like, she's such a narcissist. I said, oh, you got one of those? Oh, dude, you better run. You better run. Oh, son, you saying your last relationship made you, your mama tried to tell you. You thought I had something against her. No, mom was just trying to warn you, but you got to learn on your own. But I'm just saying, it is not worth it. Settle, wait, just be patient. Be patient. Sex ain't all that. If you base your relationship off of sex, then you in it for the wrong reason. And like I told him, I said, see, y'all both was going through something. You left me for her, and whatever she was dealing with, she took you on. She basically tried to bandage your wounds, but y'all both met each other in trauma. I said, so dude, that wasn't love, that was lust. 8 years of lust, and you thought it was love. Because if it was true love, she wouldn't have stepped out on you the first time. She showed you so many times who she really was. So that was lust. It wasn't love. Love don't move like that. Love in a relationship don't move like that. And I can say the same thing with me. I rushed into that because I didn't want to be in the sin life. So I hurried up and rushed. Exactly. That's what it's about. I rushed into this second marriage, and it's like, what for? Because I didn't want to commit sin. So now I reap the consequences behind it. But I thank God that He woke me up. But it had to take me to go through some stuff to say, you know what, see you bye. Get out my life. Because you're not it. You're not him. You're really not him. And I should have never hooked and linked up with you in the first place. So I learned from that. And I'm happy now. It's like sometimes you just gotta be by yourself and be patient. And like he said, I'm gonna leave her and then I'm gonna go do what I need to do. I said, I'm gonna tell you something. I said, you need to heal. I said, you need to heal first before you jump into anything else. I said, because you taking all those wounds. Y'all tried to tell me, but see, and I tried to tell y'all too, kids, okay? But you still gotta heal. Because if you jump into one to the next, you ain't healed. You know what them people is doing? They is just temporary putting a band-aid on your wounds that need to be recovered, that need to be fully healed. You just putting a band-aid on it. That's why so many people leave a relationship and jump into another and it don't work out. And you still wondering why? I used to do the same thing. I used to be like, you know what? I had not one, two dudes. I had an A and a B. If my A messed up, I went to my B. That was in my younger years. And that wasn't cool. It's like, okay, well, guess what? I got you. You can act a fool if you want to, and I'm going to call B. But I still wasn't happy.
Amen.
I still was not happy. Because it's like I'm trying to find somebody to fill a void, but I'm going to keep it 100. The only person that can fill a void in your life and bring you true happiness is God. And then if you get a mate that love God, then that is a double whammy. You got double whammy. Because the men and women that is not walking with God first, you're unevenly yoked. That's not even a relationship with a man and woman. That's in any type of relationship. It's like the blind. You trying to lead a blind person you can see. And if you ain't strong enough, that blind person gonna cause you to become blind. So I had to learn this, and I tell everybody, be by when you leave out of a relationship, be by yourself. If you can't entertain yourself, if you can't date yourself, you ain't gonna be. You can't be for somebody else. You ain't gonna learn how to get along with yourself. You ain't gonna be able to entertain, and you ain't gonna be able to date. That's why I used to date myself. Go to a restaurant, sit down and eat a lunch, and people wonder like, "Dad, you can have a conversation with anybody." Sure could. I could sit down and start having a full-fledged conversation with you. I can sit and watch TV by myself. I don't need company. I'm good. Do it get lonely? It does. But guess what? When you got to put your mind on something else, that loneliness just go away. It just go away. Until you learn how to deal with yourself, you ain't going to be able to deal with nobody else. I tell my kids all that. Like, my daughter especially, like, this heal. Don't jump out of one relationship into the next. So you ain't healed. You're not fully healed. And that next person can't heal you. Ty, you like that too. All y'all like that. Talk about mom, I got 3 girls. I swear, every time it's like, mom, I got this one. Hey, Ty, wait till you hear some news when you come home. I got that one. It's gonna shock you. Yes, you is. Yes, you was. You try to keep a girl long like your mom. Not a girl. Your mom don't try to keep a girl long. You hang in a relationship long. But I was reading y'all comments. I know that's how I feel in the relationship. Ooh, he just fell asleep out here, y'all, and I don't have nobody to take him in the house. But yeah, that's when it was a shock. I was on the phone with him for like 2 hours trying to keep him calm. He was thinking about doing something real stupid, and I said, "What is that going to do? You rather risk your life for that? It ain't." I said, "Don't you love your freedom? If you love your freedom, you would think twice about what you would." But she hurt me. She stole so much stuff from me. So what? Look, dude, you hurted me, and this is what I told him. I said, if it was easy for you to walk away from me and mine was minute, I ain't do half of the stuff what you telling me this woman is doing to you. Now, I ain't do barely none of what this woman is doing to you. And you was easy to get up and walk away from me that easy and call the police and so forth and do whatever. And you mean to tell me you can't walk away from that? Something wrong. I ain't gonna tell you what I said to you, but something wrong. If you cannot walk away from that. I said, she got a hold on you or something? Something's wrong if you cannot walk away that easy. What you stand there for? What are y'all in there doing?
I broke my ice cream.
It could be, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Soul ties is really not biblical. The only way you can get rid of a person is that you gotta have self-control to tell yourself no. Blessings to you. You gotta be able to tell yourself no, you're not going back there. A lot of people go back to a relationship because of hurtful things that maybe someone spoke over you and said, oh, you're nothing, don't nobody want you, and so forth, that can keep you in bondage until you come to grips with loving yourself. Hey, Sherlyn, with loving yourself and valuing yourself, you can break free of that. Totally break free of that. But the reason why we go back to the same person is because we don't know our worth. We don't know what we're worth until we understand, and then you got to love yourself. And you got to know, nope, I'm not taking this. I'm better than this. See you bye. Until you come to that, you're going to keep going back. And you got to change. This is what I learned. If you want better and you find yourself keep dating the same people, then something wrong with you. You got to be able to say, this is not what I want. I want better. I want better. I'm wondering, why am I attracting men that's abusive? I'm going to break that. No, I don't. If you negative, if you don't know how to talk to me as a woman, I don't need you. I don't need you. That means you don't love yourself, dude. I'm sorry. You don't love yourself. You don't love yourself at all. And that's where I'm at. Y'all gotta recognize who you is. Hey, Toe, and love you. When you love you, it's easy to love other people. If you can't love yourself, you can't love. You can't. So that's why people go back to relationships. It's like, I can't get free. Yes, you can. You don't want to get free. I will never, ever take another abusive man in my life. If you show any type of negative to me, I am kicking you to the curb. I will, as fast as you got with me, as fast as I'll drop you.
Right.
I have zero tolerance. Zero tolerance.
I never ever really went back to a dude I left alone.
You gotta know what you want.
You
I
have
just
to.
I don't believe
I can't
that.
go back. Like I
No,
love
you
too hard to
can't.
even turn around and go back. I love too hard to turn around and go back. For
I
what?
wonder
So
why why
get the
people
same
would say,
treatment a
go
different
ahead,
way?
go ahead.
Who wants to get the same treatment a different way? No. No, thank you. Next.
Well, I think a person will tell you who they true. That's why they say date a person every all 4 seasons, like for a whole year. But
Right.
you would never truly know a person, even if you know them all year round. You still will never
Right?
know a
That's
person.
true.
If they say, "Well, live with the person," you still don't know that
You
person
still ain't gonna know 'em.
because you're
You
still
gonna know
learning.
something that they want you to see. Hey Tony. I'm over here washing dishes, baby.
What are y'all doing?
How you doing?
What are y'all doing? Yeah, you.
What is going on? What is going
Oh
on?
my god, somebody that broke the stupid phone.
Okay, so Ava and Key Shay, tell them I said get out here.
Marsha, Ava. Grandma said go out there.
So that's where I'm at with it, and it was funny because he called and he was just so apologetic. He was
That's how it be.
apologizing, and he was like, "Well, you know, I'm coming back to Pittsburgh, okay?" So,
That
I
got
mean,
to do with it.
why are you telling me that? I mean, like literally, why are you telling me that? Okay, I get you're coming back. Well, we know some guy up here that owns property, so he's the guy's coming to give him property. I said, okay, cool, but why are you telling me? I'm trying to understand why you telling me you coming back to Pittsburgh. Well, that's where you met the girl at, and that's where you left. You took her back down there, and you talking about you bought her house. I said, whose name's on the lease? Hers. I said, that's dumb. Why would you
Huh?
buy her? Why would y'all get a house and not put your name on it?
Right.
Make it make sense to me.
Mm-mm.
Literally, make it make sense. But you coming up here to Pittsburgh, that don't mean we getting together. I'm done. You're an ex for a reason.
Grandma, I'm sitting out there.
Amen, sister.
You're okay. Sit down. Sit down. If you get up off of that couch, y'all gonna get it.
Hey.
You're an ex for a reason, but I'll help you get through that relationship. But I said it. I laughed at him. I said it can't be never none of us.
Grandma.
I said this is what I told him. I said, well, this is what you tell her. Tell her you're going back home to your ex-wife. I said, no, don't do that because she might burn your stuff.
Grandma, Ava won't come out here.
I said, wait. I said she might burn your stuff up, and she might not never give it back to you. I said, don't tell her that. I said, don't tell her that. I said, don't do that. I said, yeah, tell her you going back home to your wife because she threw that up in his face. I said, yeah, that's what you get. That's exactly what you get. You thought you was going into something better. You got something worse.
Grass
Now
ain't
you living
always
with
greener
it.
on the other side, honey.
Now you living with it, and there ain't nothing I can do but help you get out of it. And you asking me to do it as a friend? Sure, I'll help you as a friend. You better run from her if because she grind me. I see she's a grind ball, but that's what you get. But it was like I said, there was something there for 8 years. Don't talk about I was the best thing to happen to you. No, I wasn't because you left. Run that story to somebody else.
They don't miss their water to their wells run dry, baby.
But I did the best I can. I just pray that he ain't do nothing stupid because he was on some under the influence and his mind wasn't there, and I couldn't help. I can't help him. I said it's funny because you called and then my husband called. I said y'all funny. I said
Nah,
maybe I
but
need closure.
I ain't gonna lie. The funniest thing I heard from my ex, she would always say, because she knew I was spiritual, she would say, "Oh, maybe God got something for us in the future. You just need to wait it out." Every time she said that, I would laugh and
You
hang
talk
up
about that
and
white
just not
girl.
respond. Yes,
I already told you it was something up with that anyway.
it's funny. I didn't like, Mom. You gotta understand. First, that was just a two-man mission that ended up me and Dorian both getting in a relationship. So, like, yeah, but I didn't really see her scheme until the end of last year, thank God. But Yeah.
Well, your mom seen it before that.
But you know I'm
But I
hard headed,
didn't
and
mistreat her though. I didn't mistreat her.
you know I'm hard headed, and I like having a fancy
Well,
note on my.
you'll be another Tracy.
No, I won't. No, I won't.
Well, that's the what you say. I am being nice, y'all. I'm just sitting up there
No, I
saying
won't.
there's not. Hey, George, right? There's not nothing I can do. I mean, I'm glad he did call and apologize, but he's in a situation that he got to get out of. But my thing is, why you calling me to help you get out of that? I'm gonna help you out though. I will help him. I'm not rude like that. I'm not. I was gonna say, give me the phone. I'll talk to her for you. That's, that was gonna be my next step. Is give her the phone. You want me to talk to her for you? I'll help y'all both stay in the relationship.
Well, Marcus. Well, Marcus, tell your dad I said
I'll
hurry
talk
up.
to her for you. I'll let her know. She know who I am. So this is Nikki. Y'all know
Said this
you
must
know
be
who I
mean
am.
Saturday.
I'll talk to your
Tony,
girlfriend for
cut it
you.
out.
No, I would. I'm not a hater. Right. I will help. What you want me to do? Like, yo, can you give Tracy his stuff back? All he wants is just his clothes. Okay. Or why don't y'all just make up when y'all sober up? Y'all both under the influence. So, cause he's calling me. What advice I got for him? But I look at it as he knows my
A
heart.
good thing.
And I had to stop laughing. I said, Lord forgive me. I'm not laughing at that man's misfortune. I'm not. And I was like, well, don't think that you getting a payback from leaving the way that you did. I said, because I already forgave you for it. But it's just that it's like on Tyler Perry's movie, you left the 80 for a 20. You left 100 for a 5.
Hey, hey.
Mom, why do I have a feeling? Why do I have a feeling that my ex is
Woo!
going to try to get back with me?
I'm finna write that down, girl. I'm finna write
What you say?
that down.
Why do I have a feeling my ex is going to try to get back with me?
I said I'm finna write that down.
Hey, Tony, wait. You said children. Please don't try to. Wait.
I'm trying to think.
No, I was on the. And then I ended up being quiet. I ended up being quiet so he can hang up the phone because I got tired of listening to it. Did he try to get upset with me because I was falling asleep? Like, yo, there's not nothing else I could do. So I texted him. I said, well, look, let me text you. I said, don't do something that you're going to regret. Do not do something you're going to regret. Because he was talking about doing something. Okay. He was talking about doing something real
That's your
dumb.
son? Is that your son?
No. He was talking about doing something he would have regretted and it would have cost him his life. I said, but you think this is how I don't understand this. He was thinking about doing some unaliving stuff. I said, you know what? You're so stupid. You're stupid.
And you tried to call me the next him? Yeah, okay.
You're stupid to try to do you unalive something. Is it that serious?
I ain't never taken it that
I
far.
mean, is it really that serious? It was easy for you to pack. He was like, "You're right. You're right." I said, "You can't handle
Congratulations.
that.
You're welcome.
You can't handle that." And you about to? Is it that? No, she didn't put a whipping pill on your little butt, and your feelings is hurt. So now she don't want you. That's what you get. I ain't mad at you, but don't think you coming back to Pittsburgh and we getting together. You're gonna be sadly mistaken. Your feelings gonna really be hurt. Don't come knocking on my door talking about, hey Nikki, how you doing? Can I help you? Knocking on my door talking about, hey Nikki, how you doing? Can I help you? No, that's what I told him. I said, we're not getting back together. It's not none. I was joking with her. I said, tell her you coming back to your ex-wife. I said, don't say that. I said, don't do that. You might not never get your stuff. But I was joking with him the whole time. And he was like, "You're laughing." Because it's funny. How you can't get out of that situation. I said something was there that you stayed there for 8 long years. You
Misery
feel a
loves
song
company.
coming on the road again. No, I'm saying, and this goes to everybody. Y'all understand what you're worth in a relationship. Don't just settle for anything because the opportunity's there.
I got a question.
Knock him
What?
down, Nikki. Knock him down.
Do y'all want
Knock him
do y'all
down.
want a dance song,
A
a love
dance?
song,
Huh?
or a summer song?
For what?
My next song that I'm gonna make. Y'all want a
God,
dance song?
whatever God
A
lays
love?
on
But
your heart.
I'm asking. I'm asking.
I don't know. Mike, I am nice.
Uh,
I'm
a song about what? Like the love of God
I'm
or
real
love for
nice.
people? What?
I think it
That's
would
what I
be like future wife or the wife that you, or future, basically like your future spouse and
who's in the house?
future spouse
Oh, that
in
sounds.
God, like in God.
I hear
Or I'm
you. I
thinking
like
about
that.
giving like a little